with a Labour government after September the 23rd. Thank you, sir.
Mr Speaker.
Simon O'Connor.
I'm always struck how those on the other side of the House have to sort of get their preset political lines out at the end, particularly manufacturing a crisis. And in fact, this bill is nothing to do with any crises in the sector.
That got someone else into trouble.
What we're dealing with here is actually a piece of legislation which is dealing with exceptions. This is why it's been designed. It's to deal with exceptions and to allow a minister, obviously working with advice and with prudence, to make some decisions when exceptional circumstances are required. And so that's particularly to do around duties, obviously, as we've heard from a number of speakers. And the long and the short is that discretion has been given in this bill to a minister, in this case the Honourable Jackie Dean, to make a decision of whether a duty is or is not required through the use of a public interest test. It's something which is not in play at the moment. And yes, we'd heard from various people and organisations who are concerned that it might impact their business. The important thing is that their voices still remain. There is still that opportunity to raise those issues, and the minister will act accordingly. I view this bill as particularly coming out of what's happened in our natural environment, those various disasters which have hit New Zealand. We saw particularly in Canterbury that part of the response was to remove duties in some areas to make sure that we could get the goods required, particularly in the building sector, into the country quickly and a lower price, that we could develop the rebuild. So several members of the House have sort of asked, well, why is this being done? Well, what's the point of it? It's just nonsensical. In fact, it arises out of a very particular situation. And so while the bill on one hand is talking about the public interest test, the bill is also strengthening, or learning for want of a better word, from what happened in Canterbury to how we better handle duties around natural disasters. And I won't bore the House, for want of a better word, of going through some of the particular details, but those who know the bill well know that we're also extending through this Act, or rather Act to be, if that's not overly presumptuous of myself, to extend the suspension of anti-dumping duties for a couple more years. Again, coming out of the natural disasters that New Zealand's faced, we understand how we acted then, and we see that this is a bill which puts the mechanisms in place that if there are further disasters or just simply a need that's in the public interest, that the government can act. So I heartily commend this bill to the House.
Just
it was quite emotional, really.
Mr Speaker.
Claire Curran.